I switched over the scene. Welcome back. It's great that we're already dropping frames and Monster Hunter hasn't even hit the lot. It hasn't even hit the thing yet.
We're dropping so many frames, we're on a still picture.
I know. Hey, 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 there's not supposed to be audio from that. Fuck off.
Luigi!
Oh, cool. The frame rate dying on OBS. This is great. Already off to a fantastic start. I really enjoyed the game. I do feel like the gameplay is fantastic. It's a Mario and Luigi game through and through, just with that alone. But it takes a bit for the gameplay to actually kick up. Because I don't know how long it takes for you to get your first bro move. I think it's like 3 hours into the game. So the entire time you're just attacking with the jump button until you get hammers. And then all you're using is the jump and the hammers. So it gets fairly tedious in the beginning. And then when you actually get your bro moves, the gameplay opens up a little bit, but then it starts staling out after a while. I'm not doing story spoilers, by the way. I'm just going to talk about the game overall. But when you get the plugs, that's when it opens up. That's when it's like you have the badges and Bowser's Inside Story. You can do a bunch of like goofy ass shit. You never played Bowser's Inside Story, I know, but I also don't remember. I think they had the badges in Superstar Saga as well.
I don't remember.
Neither do I. But apparently the emergency guard thing was a thing that they introduced in Dream Team too. Or no, that was Paper Jam. Never mind. But I only used it literally once in any fight. The gameplay in the overworld is also just 100% Mario and Luigi. They really do reuse a lot of stuff from the other games in the overworld and in battle, which is, for it being the first Mario and Luigi game to come out after Alpha Dream died because of Nintendo's negligence. I'm fine with that because they got to prove what they could do. So now, if and when they do the next game, they have a lot more room and freedom, I hope, to expand on their own ideas. I'm bad at this, so if you have questions, go for it. I'm trying to
What do you
think
think
about.
about the enemy variety?
Oh, it's that's another thing that takes a while to kick up. Because in the beginning, you're just so in every island, you're fighting the same like. You're not fighting the same enemy on every island, but on each island, they have like 3 to 4 different enemies, and you're fighting those enemies on the entire island, entire way you're going through it. Which is, once again, the same thing that I was saying about the overworld moves and some of the moves in the battles where they reuse it. You said it multiple times. They're really saving money on the budget in this game. They would do shit where character does something off screen while Mario and Luigi react to it or something. And you said it multiple times. Wow, they were really saving a lot of budget not animating things in this. And
Yeah, let's cut to a reaction shot of someone reacting to crazy things that are happening.
yeah, and like I said, them saving budget on that, sure, fine. They probably didn't have a lot. This was more than likely just a test from Nintendo.
And you also did say that it was. You didn't say this part, but you said you didn't say the comparison that I'm going to say, but you said it was kind of like what anime does, where like you can tell some budget is saved here so that they can spend the budget on bigger stuff.
Yeah, and they do that later, and oh my god, does it pay off? It really paid off with the way they saved the budget for something later. You know what I mean.
I think so.
You know, okay, I already said it. We're doing spoilers, not for the story, but for the gameplay. They brought back old bro moves, but it's the same move, but they added more. And then they have new ones. One of the new ones is the clock out blow one, where they're spinning around with the hammers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, fantastic stuff. Where they just made it like Sonic, where they're just like, you know what? Why don't we just do what Disney doesn't do with Star Wars and just expand the Mario Brothers even harder? And then we did by giving them anime-like powers. which is nuts.
It's really fortunate that you only streamed on the stream the first 2 sessions that you played.
Yeah.
Because from that on stream, game sucks.
Yeah.
On stream, game sucks. From what I saw you playing, the game looked pretty alright.
Yeah. Like I said, it takes. It's unfortunate because we were busy with Helldivers. I know, because
It's a slow burn RPG.
every time I'm like, oh, you know what? I have a chance to play it on stream, and I'm just like, you know what? Let's just play Helldivers because there's another update. Because Chrono Trigger, when I played Chrono Trigger on stream, it went by faster. Well, not faster, but I hope you get what I mean, because you can just glide.
The pacing is better.
Yes. In this game, they really in older RPGs, they didn't have the opportunity to have your character just stop full sail and then here's a cutscene. In the old games, your characters were just there and they started talking. That doesn't make Mario and Luigi bad by any means. You know what? Let's just get into it then. There's a lot of things they could easily do better in this game. First off, the soundtrack. It's not Yoko Shimomura for the soundtrack, which is fine. But I feel like every single island has its own theme. Cool, great. Especially because Paper Mario came out last year as well. The remake of Thousand Year Door. You remember what they did with the battles in that game, right?
Oh yeah, where you had old soundtracks and new soundtracks.
It was the old battle theme remixed to be in that environment.
Yes.
So,
but you could also just pick
the old soundtrack, yeah.
Yes.
I feel like that game spoiled me for battle themes because they kept reusing the same 3 battle themes in this game up until you get to the final boss. So you have your main battle theme, your mid battle, your boss battle theme, and then you have a mid boss battle theme. And that's all you hear in battle every single time. Even Mario and Luigi didn't do that. Like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
Bosses don't have their own themes?
No.
What the fuck?
It's even stupider because spoilers, when you fight Zocket and Bowser, they don't have their own themes. One character's integral to the Mario franchise as a whole, and the other one's integral to this game, period. And he doesn't even have his own theme. It's crazy. And then even Superstar Saga, you had a main battle theme, you had a boss battle theme, Kakalita had her own theme. I think Bowser had his own battle theme. I don't remember that though. Oh no, Bowser technically did because he had amnesia in the first one, so he was Popple in that. So it was Rookie and Popple, or no, he was Rookie. So it was Rookie and Popple had their own theme when you battle them. So that off that alone, that's already 4 themes for different things. You fight Kakalita once at a certain point in the game, and she has her own battle theme there. And then when you fight her again later, it's a different theme. Once again, going off of it, budget not so high, probably. Hopefully, and then the cool thing about the soundtrack is it is 100% orchestrated. That's the first time they have that in a Mario and Luigi game. Cool stuff. Hopefully, next game has not better music, but more variety of music in specifically the battles. Say what?
Also, better music.
Well, I enjoyed the music for what we had. Oh man, that was me testing if I could hit Luigi.
But did you? But you don't want worse music. So hopefully, it has better.
But I don't remember the name of the fella that did the soundtrack to this game. I think I'm pretty sure they've done other ones. I don't have my phone on me, so I'm not gonna look it up right now. But if it's their first one, they did a good job. If it's not their first one, they still did a good job. Currently, you can't hear it, but currently I have the Ship Shape Island theme on. I like that theme. It's a good theme to be on your main hub.
All right, Nintendo.fandom.com. Let's
Hideki
see.
Sakamoto. What has he done anything before this? I'll leave the soundtrack up to being good and bad, having good and bad things about it. Oh,
Hideki
okay, that's why I know him. It's the Yakuza. He's done Yakuza games.
He has credits on Smash, Wii U, and 3DS.
Who doesn't?
And Ultimate.
Who doesn't?
That's it for Nintendo.
Well, I don't need just Nintendo. Rats already said the Yakuza games. Fairly good music for what we have. Denver and Kagura, that's a dead series. I'll go back to something that they could improve for the next game. Let me switch to Luigi whenever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Like, I've never played past Bowser's Inside Story, so that's Dream Team and Paper Jam. I've never played those. So I don't know if you could switch to Luigi in those. But every other game, you could start and just play as Luigi immediately. It makes sense in what they were doing in this game with it, where they want Luigi to be his own entity. But I want to play as Luigi. I want Luigi to be the front man.
Yeah, they did something weird here with Luigi and the fucking Luigi Logic thing.
The Luigi logic's fine, because it's in battle and story, which makes no sense why Luigi has to only be controllable in certain instances in the game, where you only get to control Luigi in 2 instances in the game. That's in the city if you choose Luigi to get kidnapped, and it's also in Zocket's Fortress when they get separated by story stuff at the end of the game. Oh, Pokemon. Oh, man, he did Sky. Dude did Explorer of Sky? What a hero. Okay, yeah, if they do another game, I hope this dude is able to do more than 3 battle themes. Because all I needed to see was Yakuza and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon on here, on the list of the games he's composed for. And that's all I need to know. Just with those, it's a portfolio. Going back to the Luigi logic thing, I think it's cool in other Mario and Luigi games, specifically Bowser's Inside Story, and I know that she's in Dream Team too. The fucking Starlo character just constantly puts him down. I don't know if she does it in Dream Team, but she's doing it a lot in Bowser's Inside Story. So in this game, Snoutlet's pretty good. But I saw other people saying this. It's amazing to have Mario be the brawn character and Luigi be the brains character of the duo, because then you can, especially in this game, because Luigi, in the other games, Luigi would have an idea and it would just get shut down immediately. In this game, Luigi's just like, hey, I have an idea, and Mario's just like, oh yeah, this is gonna be great. And then it is. Like what was it? The one where Luigi's just like, oh, the guy has the remote? Cool. And he jumps in the arena and starts wrestling the dude for the remote and throws him in either lava or boiling ice. And it's great. Luigi having more like, well, Luigi doesn't have confidence to begin with, right? But Mario being there and being like, hey man, you can do it. And then Luigi's like, oh man, I can do it. I like that in a video game. I like that in a story. That's the coolest thing in anime, where a character's just like, I can't do this shit. And then another character's like, hey man, don't be like that. You could fucking do it. And then they end up doing it, and it's the coolest thing ever.
Character growth?
Yeah, well, that's part
agency?
of it. What?
Are you looking for character growth, or are you looking for agency?
It's agency. Luigi, with the Luigi logic, Luigi just gets his own, like, he gets his own thing. The only other time he ever gets that is like Luigi's Mansion. Because every other game that Luigi's in, if it's like every platformer he's in with Mario, it's just, hey, he jump higher, he has a sliding run. That's it.
And as you go through the game, Luigi, like, visually, as you go to more and more islands, Luigi just gets better.
Yes, and he gets more and more confidence as this game goes on. That's why I think that if they have another Luigi's Mansion game, I think Luigi shouldn't just be scared of everything. He should just... He
might
can
just
still
be scared of ghosts. And that's fine.
Oh.
He can be scared of ghosts.
That's okay. Thanks for bringing that up. You fight Boos in this game. He's not scared of them. Not even when you see them in like story stuff.
Well, yeah, that's alcohol.
I think it's 100% because Mario's there. So, what I'm thinking is they should have Luigi being fearful and cautious in the next Luigi's Mansion. But they should have, like, by the end of it, if it's King Boo again, they should have him standing up to him with confidence. Like, I think that would be great character progression for Luigi in the games that he's been in. Like I said, in this game, Luigi going from, like, Because Luigi's still like he still has his moments where he's like terrified and scared in this game, but then Mario's there and he's like, hey, we got this, and then Luigi's like, oh yeah, we got this. Story progression, I think the story progression in this game is actually pretty decent. Some of the more annoying things is when they're like, hey, you got to backtrack a couple times. Like it's that can get a bit annoying, especially with the ship itself. But once you get the fast sailing, it really is fast sailing. And then even later you get fast travel, which is just the ship jumps to the next current. And then you have the warp pipe that lets you just hop back to the islands you've been to. So backtracking can get annoying, but it's not as bad as other games can be with it. I'll give that one a pros and cons too, where it's the backtrack is annoying, but it's not horrible. What else can I talk about with this video game?
The slow start.
I already talked about it.
Yeah, it was like real. Would you say this game is more like spaced out? Like physically being in a 3D plane, it's like there's more room for nothing to be there.
See, that's
like, because my only point of reference is Superstar Saga, and it never felt like there was like nothing there. But watching this game, at least the first couple hours, it seemed like a lot of nothing there.
So it's interesting about that, because if you go through this island, I know it has a specific thing. Those vents, you can't do shit with them until later where you get a specific power up. So there's a lot of stuff in these islands. They're like sandboxes where it's not like a giant open Breath of the Wild map or some shit, but it's also not like Super Mario Odyssey, which also has a lot of open nothing going on. But you have platforming in that game to make up for it. This game, there's not a ton of like open space for them to just leave nothing there. So if there's like nothing there, it's just, is it really nothing? Or is there an invisible block or an NPC there? Or do you have to come back later with another power up to see if there's something there? So I feel there's like very specific times where there is nothing in a spot. But I feel for the most part, they do have something going on in every single spot on these islands.
Okay.
The only ones I would say that they don't really have much going on is the islets, because those ones are gimmicks, so they have a specific thing going from, like, is it a puzzle? Is it a jumping? Is it a platform challenge? Is it a fight island? Is it a story island? So it depends, and those ones depend entirely on like what it is. But the main islands, I feel there's enough on them to not have them feel like you're just doing nothing. You know, since you bring that up, I 100% legit like. I like how this game looks more than the sprites. I'm just gonna be flat out upfront on that.
You like this more than sprites?
I like this more than the Mario and Luigi sprites. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love the sprites.
You just mean the character models, or do you mean the whole thing?
The entire thing, the art style, the characters, I love it. You don't. The only things that you have here that are still Mario things, like the Goombas and the Toads, sure. But you look at Mario and Luigi right here, you can tell. Just look, like if you compare this model, like the Mario Odyssey model or something, you could tell this is Mario and Luigi Mario.
Yeah.
Especially because they followed the art style of like the old games art style, like the box art style, perfectly. I think this game transitioned to 3D perfectly.
Oh, these fucking guys! I hate these fucking guys.
What, the Geodudes with legs?
Yeah.
I remember seeing Dream Team, and I didn't like it because it looked like it was a 3D sprite. Odyssey Mario has a sort of specific look compared to Perfect Mario. What is Perfect Mario?
You don't remember Perfect, but we talked about this.
Oh, okay. You mean the Miyamoto Mario?
We mean the Mario that had like a 3D like figure made, and it's like every Mario has to be this.
Yeah, okay. I get you. Mario
They
Odyssey
called
Mario.
it the Perfect Mario.
Mario Odyssey Mario is still that Mario. The thing is, it's HD. So they were able to add like texture details to like his overalls and his his skin texture, his boots have a shine. You know, it's a fair point. I read on this game specifically, speaking of Miyamoto, he wasn't the director of it, and he was like a producer, obviously, because it's Miyamoto. He didn't really go around being like, he didn't do the Splatoon thing where it was like the rabbits, and he's like, fuck off. But supposedly with the music, he told Sakamoto it doesn't sound like Mario stuff. So Sakamoto had to rework the music to make it sound more like it's a Mario soundtrack. And overall, I can feel it being like a Mario soundtrack. I like Miyamoto being in a position of power where he can go around and be like, hey, can you at least like make it more goofy, like Mario-ish? No, I'm not saying Miyamoto actually wanted it goofy or anything. I'm not saying the soundtrack's goofy, but it was like Miyamoto. I don't think Miyamoto should be in charge of like overall decisions of an entire game, like he was Odyssey, or not Odyssey, Galaxy, where they had to hide the story. But where he's in a position where he can come in and be like, hey, there's something off about this. Could you do a little testing or changes on it? Perfectly fine with that. The story, the gameplay, the music could be better. The strategy of it being the strategy of the RPG-ness of it with the gameplay, and having you have backstrikes and stuff on the overworld, all the overworld stuff you can do with and without like getting into a battle, 100% like gave me the nostalgia feel of Superstar Saga, Partners in Time, and Bowser's Inside Story. Once again, didn't play Dream Team or Paper Jam. Have no intention to unless they re-release them on the Switch or Switch 2 at this point. But I 100% feel this game is up there with the best of them. Like I know people have like very, very, very like contradicting opinions about the game, to the point where they're always arguing about it online, as I've been seeing. But I feel if you enjoyed the early Mario and Luigi games, this game is a great return to the series as a whole. And if this is the course they're going to take with the video game series, I am perfectly fine with that. I played Superstar Saga on the Game Boy player. That thing was wild. The Game Boy player
is one of the best pieces of hardware Nintendo made.
You know what was funny about the Game Boy player in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga?
What's up?
You could have more than one controller connected. You know what that means?
That's right. You could play as Luigi.
Correct. So you could have one person be Mario and one person be Luigi in the gameplay. And I did that. I played it with my older brother back in the day, and we played through the entire game like that, and it was a fantastic thing. If they ever like have any sort of gimmick with multiplayer in a Mario, like if any RPG was going to do like a multiplayer co-op gimmick, it would be the Mario and Luigi series. 100% full stop. Like the way I'm describing it, at least, like one of these types of games, not like a BioWare co-op or whatever, if they even have co-op in that. But oh my god, this game was a treat. Yeah, a lot of stuff in this game. Now that I'm also hearing the sound, the battle theme, even the battle theme takes a minute to like kick up. What is with that? It's so weird. The big story spoiler for this game being Luigi logic is a power-up is really, really dumb. Funny and great, but dumb. They should just 100% start rolling with Luigi being the smart one of the Mario brothers. Especially because there was another thing that people pointed out with the Mario movie. In Mario's room in the Mario movie, he's got like jock shit, like sports and stuff posters. In Luigi's room, he's got books and science posters and everything. So if they take that route of the brains and the bronze duo, like the nerd and jock comic, but it's Mario and Luigi, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. If they take it in a nerd and jock comic, then Daisy's that one fucking lady.
Okay. Thanks for bringing up Luigi's Mansion again, because I just realized another spoiler. EGAD's not in the game, but they're trying to like do a bunch of references to old Mario shit in this still. They even have Birdo in it, which I don't get. They have Birdo, but not EGAD. But EGAD would have fit perfectly in this game just because of your tech person in this. At the end of the day, it didn't have it, so it don't matter. Oh, I'm not saying more fit. Well, because EGAD's in the first game. Spoiler alert. But I'm saying he should be in the game at some point to just talk to the tech people that are in the game and be like, hey, this is how we do the Mushroom Kingdom tech. And it's even crazier. They could have done it something with him and Bowser Jr. Because Bowser Jr. got the brush from him in Sunshine and everything. Anyway, I think the next gimmick for I'll get Nail on this bandwagon with me. The next gimmick for the next Mario and Luigi game should 100% be Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Daisy are your playable characters.
Yeah, sure.
Just Mario and Luigi on their own adventure, and then Peach and Daisy on another. Then you could have story instances where it's Mario and Peach, and then Luigi and Daisy, and then you have the Bros attacks still. You have the Princess attacks, and then you have the Mario and Peach and Luigi and Daisy attacks. Fantastic idea. Nintendo's never gonna do it now.
Good job, you ruined it.
I know. I got myself hopeful for another thing that's never gonna happen with a video game series that I enjoy. They should put Paper Mario characters into Mario and Luigi and not have them as paper characters. So, for instance, you have like a secret boss and it's Rawcock. I think that would be amazingly hilarious. I could legit just sit here and talk for hours about what would be fucking amazing in a Mario and Luigi game. But at the end of the day, if this game didn't do well, Nintendo's never touching it with another, like within our lifetimes. Oh, I've also never mentioned this part. I like the Mario and Luigi series much more than Super Mario RPG or the Paper Mario series.
I could tell.
Speaking of Sephiroth, Mario and Luigi, I hope somebody remakes the fucking battles in 3D. The fucking Sephiroth battles with Mario and Luigi. Where they whoop his ass. Especially because with that Luigi logic shit, you could just have Luigi goes, huh? And then he goes, leave it to me. Oh yeah, we talked about this already. Sephiroth does Supernova, and then Luigi stops for a second. He's like, leave it to me. And he hits it back. And then it goes through another section of planets.